Incredible afternoon, everyone. Incredible afternoon. How are you guys doing? All right. It is day 3 of Learning to Design in Silhouette Studio, the series that I am doing more so for those who took my 30-day challenge to learn Silhouette Studio, as well as for those who are in my Academy program. And all right, I have no idea why it's not showing up yet on my Facebook. So for the next 30 days, I am going to be showing different designs in Silhouette Studio. I did a couple days ago on, I want to say it was either March 30th or March 31st. I showed you guys about 50 different shirts that I have designed over the years. Some of them very, very simplistic in how they are designed. But if you aren't aware of how to utilize the tools to create those designs, you'll never be able to unlock your creativity to be able to create them. So I will be showing different designs over the next 30 days. The only catch is you have to either be enrolled in my Essentials to Silhouette Studio, Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days training, or you have to join the membership on my Silaholics Anonymous YouTube, or be enrolled in one of my academy, like my full academy programs, which are technically closed right now until September. But if you, like I said, join the membership on YouTube or enroll for $83.65, both links are in the description of this video, you will be able to see all 30 days. I'm doing a free preview for the first 3 days. So Friday, Saturday, and today are all free ones. Starting Monday, if you are not in one of those three programs, you will not be able to see the rest of the designs for the month and how I utilize all the different tools in Silhouette Studio to create various designs. This is really, really going to help you understand how Silhouette Studio works. So again, if you are interested, click the links in the description for which option is going to work best for you. Either the $14.99 per month on Silaholics Anonymous YouTube, or join or enroll in the Essentials to Silhouette Studio. I'm telling you, it is an amazing, amazing, amazing training. Even if you feel like you know Silhouette Studio, I can guarantee you don't know the things that I show you in 30 days of learning the program. It is very interactive. There are worksheets that you can work from right alongside with the videos, and it will completely change your outlook on Silhouette Studio and make it to where you feel like you can just design and do anything in the program. It really is a really good basic graphic designing software once you kind of get used to it. Okay. So again, that is on my website, shop.hsink365.com. You can sign up for the 30-day challenge, or just become a member over on Facebook for $14.99 per month. All righty, mate. Let me see. I have no idea. I'm trying to change my privacy setting so that I can see your comments, but it is not allowing me to see your comments. I don't even like Facebook hasn't even given me the notification on my own page. That is so crazy. I don't even see it to change my privacy. It's not showing me that I'm live right now. If you guys could, let me know where you're watching me live from right now. If you can drop it in the comments and let me know where you are watching from. Because for some reason, Facebook is not showing me my feed for me to be able to change my privacy so I can see comments. Nor is it allowing me to share my silhouette from Silaholics Anonymous on Facebook. Yeah, it's not showing up. Well, even if you did tell me you're watching from Shakia Lavelle, I can't see it. Alrighty, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get started because I'm not sure why it's not showing up. At least I have this one. Let me go ahead and share this out. If you are watching over on Facebook under Shakia Lavelle, I cannot see your comments. Head on over to either Silaholics Anonymous on Facebook or on my YouTube channels because I cannot see it from my StreamYard, okay? Okay, hold on 1 second. Oh, I forgot to add it's a Silaholics thing to this. Okay, hold on. Let me add this for them. Okay, cool beans. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. I am Shakia, the professor of HS Sync 365 LLC and the creator of Silaholics Anonymous, which is my my social media platform to teach you guys how to use Silhouette Studio, which is the program that is for the Cameo, the Portrait, the Curio, but is a pretty decent standalone graphic designing software. I use it for just about everything that I design, whether it's for vinyl or for sublimation or from cutting on my printing on my EcoSolvent printer, and so much more. All right. So we're going to learn how to take the bow and the paw, the words that are there, and make what is on the bottom. All right. Okay, so I already had the paw print. I've used it quite a bit because I used to design a lot of stuff for this particular cheer team. So I don't have the original as far as like tracing it or where it came from. It was an SVG. I really don't remember. But for the bow, this was, one that I ended up having to bring in because, like I said, I've used the paw several times before. So first things this one I don't have to do anything with because it is a vector file. So it's technically already traced. So I don't have to do anything with it. I'm just going to group it back together. But for the bow that is here, I am going to trace this bow. So we're going to go over to our trace tool, select trace area, put our box around it, and it's going to pick up on all of the black elements of this bow. I want it to pick up a little bit more of the detail. So I'm going to take my threshold up. And then I'm going to hit trace. Move the original or the trace out of the way. And then we fill it with color. So you'll notice that when I fill this in with color, it fills in just like the image, but of course I made mine yellow instead of black. But on the final one, I see the actual bow. I don't want the outline. I want the middle pieces. So what we do for that is release compound path. It is going to fill everything in. I want for this particular one, I don't need the outside. Now, I don't want to necessarily get rid of it because I ended up cutting it out from the letters to create a gap. But ideally, you would move this away, select the inside parts, and make that a compound path so that we can have the middle pieces here. And that's basically what this is. So that's that part. This, I'm just going to make it a different color. Okay. And then I'll take them both and center them again because I'm going to need, actually, you know what? I think I want mine to be a little bit bigger. So I'm not even going to use this. I'm going to make my own offset. So I got rid of the original outline because I just want the bow part. Now, if you wanted the outline, you can have that be black and then have your middle part be a color, but that's a totally different video. So now for my squad, Stay Lit, I liked this font, but I wanted a little bit of contrast. So you can see here, it is solid. Here, I still have the little 3D effects to it. There are times when this font is great. I like to use this font when I'm doing, like if it's print, but when I am doing vinyl, this is not one of my favorite fonts to use because of all these little pieces. So when you're weeding it, you would have to weed out all of these little pieces, and that can take forever. I'm going to send this to the back just so that you can see. These are all transparent. So if you were to cut it from vinyl, you would just have the outline, and then your shirt color would show through to make it look like it's colored. But like I said, it can be a pain in the butt if you have too many letters cutting out this small portion here. So what we do for this, and if you want to know what font this is, I'm going to ungroup these because they're grouped together, but they're individual text boxes. This right here is Spellbound. It is a font family. Spellbound, it has the regular, it has Spellbound, 3D, blind stripes, blind, and it just means it doesn't have the inner parts to it. So Spellbound is this font, and all of these are part of that font family from here all the way up to here. All right, so I only want the inside part for this one. This is filled with color. I'm going to put my line color on it so that you can see there's a difference between this being a line color and it being filled with color. This now has both line color and fill color. If I take my fill color out, you'll see that you just see the line color. I'm going to add a color other than black so you can see the lines as well. I only want the solid letters. So I'm going to release compound path and then ungroup. All right. I'm going to hold down Shift and select the M, the Y, the S. For the Q, it has an inner part to it as well. So I need to keep that part. I'm going to click in the middle and select that middle area. I don't know which one I need, so I'm going to select both. Then I'm going to select the U, the A. The A, I also need the middle part. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to click on it, and that will deselect it. So over here, holding down Shift. So as I'm clicking through all of these to deselect them, I am holding down Shift. Once I get to my last one, I let go of Shift and hit delete on my keyboard. I am left with just the outside of the letters. So if I wanted it to, so you have to decide like which part of it you really want to keep. Like this kind of shows the 3D effect, and that's where this part comes from. So really it's the top one, it's the first, the bigger internal shape. And I'm just going to make that a compound path. I really don't need this one. Same thing for here, make it a compound path. And here, make it a compound path. And I don't need this. So now I have my solid letters. For Stay Lit, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And I'm going to release compound path. Well, first let me change the color on this and add line color so you guys can see it. And I need to see it also. So I'm going to release compound path and ungroup again. I'm going to click anywhere on my screen because it's a lot of parts I need to keep. What I'm going to click on now is the outside line, or what makes up that outside line. So I'm going to click right here, hold down Shift, and click that outside part on all of the letters. I'm going to change the color so you can see exactly which part I'm talking about. So see, it's that part right there. And I'm going, oh, and I also need the inside of the A. that part. And I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard. Oh, no, wrong one. Okay, wait. So it's this piece I think I don't need. And I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard. So with the A, I'm going to hold down shift, click on the, I'm going to click on the outside of the A, hold down shift, click on that middle triangle and make it a compound path. So now what I've done is I've eliminated that line. And if you take my 30-day challenge or my 30-day training, I really break down compound paths and how they work. So because I released that compound path, I'm left with the inner shapes. And once I deleted that main shape, what's left behind are just the small pieces. So now when I go to weed it and I'm weeding away the negative, I'm weeding around all of that and the smaller pieces stay intact. So I don't have to go in and weed a bunch of little spaces out. So I basically turned it where I still kind of have that look, but it is reversed. I also now have solid letters instead of open letters. So then I wanted to change out one of the letters. So we're going to take the U, move that out of the way, and put our paw print there instead. And then for the bow, I'm going to bring this down here, shrink it down, use the green circle to rotate it. All right, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, get it where exactly the size I want and where I want it at. All right, so let's say it was there. And now I'm going to put my own offset on this. I'm going to go here to this icon, go to offset, take the size of the offset down because I don't want it to be that big. All right, so I'm at about 0.02. And your offset size will vary depending on the original size of your design. I also break that down on the offset day during the 30 days. And we're going to hit apply. Hold down shift, click on the M, go over to modify and subtract. So now I have an opening there and it's not layered right on top. So I created an intentional gap. I could easily have these be the same colors and you can tell the difference between the bow and the letter. But for this, I just made them where this was white. My was black. SQ was white. White. And then here, select everything that's here. I selected my paw print on accident because it's too close. So I'm just going to hold down shift, click on the paw, and now I have my box only around stay lit. Control G to group that together, or Command G on a Mac, or you can just right click and choose group. And we're going to make that black. All right, and then we're going to select this entire thing and group that together so that I can center these two together, center these two. And I'll probably just move it up some. And then, of course, the bottom part was the regular spellbound. This is the regular spellbound. Typed it out and place that there. I'm going to convert it to path and then center all three and also space. So there we go. And that is how I created this design way back in like 2017, 2016. All right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, seeing the tools kind of used together. There's other adjustments you can make if you want things to like move together, if you want certain parts to be bigger, smaller, but that's your foundational, like for me, this would be a foundational design. And I can go in and change this in a multitude of ways. All right. But thank you guys so very much for joining me live. If you have joined me live, if you are watching the replay of this, go ahead and drop that in the comments and let me know you are catching the playback of this video. Let me know if you found it helpful in the comments. If you did, be so kind to give the video a thumbs up and also share with others. Just go ahead and hit that share button. You can copy the link and send it directly to someone or share it to your page, your crafting groups. If it's not your group that you own, make sure that you can share content from YouTube so that way you don't get kicked out of a group that you like off of a little simple mistake. And also visit our website, shop.hsinc365.com. Again, that is shop.hsinc365.com. That's where you're going to find our amazing, honestly speaking products. That's the Change the Game sublimation paper that allows you to sublimate 365 degrees, 30 seconds, no cover sheet required because there is no bleed out on it. So you don't have to worry about it messing up your platen. We have 140 milliliter size bottles for pigment ink and sublimation ink. So you're going to get more bang for your buck, and it lasts a really, really, really long time, especially if you're using it in a EcoTank printer. All right, guys, until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be ink credible. Peace.